Hi, good afternoon. Welcome you all to this webinar. So today's topic is all about marketing automation. So I hope you guys are ready. All right, good, good. Give me some moment. Let me set up the screen. Just a second, please. Let me share my screen. All right. Fantastic. I hope you all are able to see my screen. Super. All right. Super. Let's wait for a couple of more minutes. I'm expecting some more people to join in. Then we should be able to start the session. So before I start the session, let me tell you a couple of things here. So if you've got any questions and queries, you can always put in the chat, or you can keep them ready with you at the end of the session. I should be able to take them, and we can move it further. All right. Super, super, super. Hi. Okay. Good. All right. Let's start. So guys, I welcome you all to this webinar. So today's topic, what we are going to look at is about marketing automation. So this is one of the most important area of digital marketing, wherein you are going to make use of certain tools and technologies to work on your business. Right. So this program is being brought to you by Strategy Works. So Strategy Works is one of uh, upcoming digital marketing training institute based out of Bangalore. And our main philosophy of doing this training is mainly live classes we do. So earlier, before the COVID, we used to do the physical classes, but now we have taken it online. So we do not promote the recorded classes to any of our students, because we feel that when you are in a learning mode, at certain point of time you always need a help of a mentor or a guide who should be able to help you, correct you, or in case you're being diverted or deviated, right? Whereas in a recorded session, you are only listening to it, and while listening, if you get any thought on your mind, then you have to really pause your learning, and then you can go and do the browsing, go on a YouTube to look at the videos, which generally take a lot of your time. And during this transition, most of the time it happens, I've seen, then people get deviated, they lose the track, and your entire learning curve, which has to go in a smooth way, it gets hampered. So keeping those things in the mind, we always thought of doing the live classes or training only in the live mode. And that's the reason we are focusing onto that side. All right. Also, we also got another website of ours, which was a blog site, which is called as Martech Guide. So this website is all about blogs on marketing and technology. Here we write very, very informative content related to digital marketing, technology, training, and the content is being curated not only by me, but there are people like you who are already undergoing training, and whatever you experience, you learn, you can get a platform to showcase your work, talk about your work, right? So Martech Guide is a very great blog site which is meant for you all, created by you all. So I welcome you all, guys, if you are serious about writing certain important stuff. But please make sure they are the original content, whatever you've experienced, you learned, and you want it to show to the world. So come to this platform, create your account, and start teaching and preaching to the world as well. All right, that's good. Let's keep moving further. All right. So going to talk about marketing automation. Now, before we really go and deep dive into the topic, I just wanted to give you certain scenarios. What if I'm a doctor? So as a doctor, I am thinking that I want to intimate my patient at least 2 days ago or 2 days in advance to take up or book an appointment with me. because this is one of the bigger challenge. If I really want my reception to give call to the patient who are expected to visit me, it is a very cumbersome job because she has to manage the entire back-end operation. Again, calling them was certainly she might not be able to manage it efficiently. But whereas I really want to have a more sophisticated platform wherein people can come, and I mean people can come on their own will and wish, and they can book an appointment. I really wanted a system which can help me in doing this job. This is one of a case scenario if you're a doctor. Now look at another one. If you're a retail store and you really want to touch base with all those customers, those who have came once within the past 3 months, they didn't turn back again. Right? So can you do something to bring them back again to your store? Right? So here again the situation is I wanted to bring them back to my store, those who have done one-time transaction and they didn't turn back to me within 3 months. So let me shoot them an email with a great offer so that they could be made to come back to my store. All right, this is one scenario. Let's look at another one. Now this is about an insurance agent. If assuming I'm an insurance agent and I want to intimate all my policy holders to renew their policies before the due date. At least I want to intimate them 1 week ago before the policy is due for renewing. So this is my case scenarios on which I am looking for a system or a solution which can help me in managing these things very efficiently. Right? Let's look at. I say I'm already doing this stuff. I'm already doing it up. I still do it. But how I do it? So I generally compose an email and do my mail merge. This is what most of you would be doing it up in day-to-day life, right? You have got the good list of your data of your customers and you put them into an email system and send them all a same generic email. Maybe it would be either a dear or a hi, everybody is receiving the same email, right? And you might be requesting them to renew the policy. Now look at a situation. I received the same email, hey Jayan, maybe it is addressed to me, hey Jayan, your policy is due for renewal. And in that email, there is no mention of my policy number. There's no mention of my due date of policy renewal. There's no mention of the policy amount. In that case, I will to go back and look at my data and do my job. That's a bad idea, right? You have to help me out. I should be able to look at the data. Oh my God, 25,000 rupees, my EMI, my policy amount, and I have to do the payment by next week. And below is the link for me to click and pay. If you give me something of that kind, I would be more quick and faster in renewing my policy. Right? But in this way, if you do it, maybe it's not a great idea. Let's look at another situation. Right? Send email using my Google and Hotmail. So most of you guys, when you're composing your email or doing your mail merge, either you're going to use your personal email IDs from Gmail, Hotmail, Yahoo, or Rediff, correct? Which I say, please, if you're doing it up, stop it now. Do not do it. The only reason is, by any chance, your prospect, your customers, they mark your email as a spam. The very next time you send them a very important email also, it might not land into their inboxes. And if more number of people are marking your email as a spam, your email ID would be marked as a spam email ID into the Gmail server or the mail server of any application. Right? Then in that case, it's of no use. You try to send any important email to anybody, it might not reach into the inboxes because the server itself is marking your email as a spam email ID. So if you're doing it up, please stop it and look at another alternative solution to this situation. Right? Look at another situation. I send everyone the same email. Sometimes it goes to the wrong people as well. Certainly, as I said, when you're not able to filter out the contacts or the email IDs basis certain situation, then and you're doing the mass emailing to everybody. In that case, it is obvious some people might not be seeing that email as a relevant email, and they might go and mark the email as spam. and in case you've got an unsubscribe button, they can unsubscribe. But if you're using your Google or Hotmail, you will not have an unsubscribe button, because those platforms, Gmail or Yahoo or Hotmail, are not meant for sending bulk email. They are only meant for sending transactional email. All right. So we will talk about these transactional emails and bulk email in our next class. Right. But till now, we try to just keep it here on itself. That do not try to send email using your personal email IDs. I miss or forget the email sending, or most of the time I do it on Sundays. Now, if as I said, if I am an insurance agent, I might not get time every day to send email to all my filtered database. All I do, I pick up all the data and just hit send button to everybody using my Gmail or Yahoo or Hotmail. And that too, when I'm get time, I generally get time on a Sundays, or maybe not on Sunday as well. But again, if you're sending an email on Sunday, please understand, Sundays are a bad day for sending an email, because most of the people, they do not open their emails on weekends. When it's a weekends, I am talking about from Friday evening onwards, Saturday and Sunday. So people who start looking at their emails, if they're working professionals, they look at only after Monday afternoon. The best day for you to send your email is a Tuesdays to Fridays. And the most preferred time is from morning 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock in the morning, the perfect time. Because that is where people are already in a mode of exploring their email system. Or they'll look at their Outlook, they'll refer to their Gmails to look at the any email which they have received into the over the weekend. All right, let's move on. So I hope it is clear. So if you are doing this stuff, please do not do it. It's not a good practice. Let's move on. Then what's the solution? The solution is marketing automation. Now, what is marketing automation? I am going to talk about all these three of these topics. What is marketing automation? Why marketing automation is so important for your business? What factors are important for you to take into consideration when you're going to choose a marketing automation platform for you to use? Now, if you're a startup, you're a small business, do you really need a marketing automation platform? How do you take a decision? We'll talk about that as well. Then we're also going to look at who are the top leading players into B2B marketing automation industry. And also I'm going to share you a comparison of market's leading marketing automation tool. So this is certainly which is going to be very, very useful thing for you to understand how and which platform to use for your business purpose. All right, super. So let's keep going further. So look at what is marketing automation. Super. As per the definition, if you look at about marketing automation, it says marketing automation enables businesses to automate task and workflow. So here I'm able to see two terms. One is called task, other one is a workflow. Now, what is a task and what is workflow? We'll try to understand right now. So tasks are the set of activities which are supposed to do when you're having your database. You might go give a call, you might go and send an email, you might go send them a message, right? You might so go and invite them onto webinar, whatever you want to do. Those all things are called as a task. And what is workflow? Workflow is the engagement model which you use to engage with your prospect. So right now I will take an example of a real estate company and try to understand what could be the typical task they would be doing and what workflows they are going to use if they get a data. The first thing first, if I'm a real estate company like Mantri, as I said, right? So I am going to promote one of my project. And for that, I did a campaign on social media. So when people are going onto social media platform, they are seeing my ad, they click onto the link, or they click onto the ad, and when they click, they are taken back to my website. On the website, they come to the website, website is having a landing page. Now, what is a landing page? It is an important page which is going to do a specific task, like it is going to help you in collecting the lead of your visitors. Right? So a landing page will contain all the important information about that topic or the product which you're trying to market onto the internet. Along with that, it will have a web form It's a form which is going to capture the important data of your visitors. Namely, it could be name, email address, mobile number, or any other lead qualifier question you have got in your form. All those things are going to be captured by that form. Now, the moment you get the data, what do? You do in a assuming right now it is not, you don't have any automation thing, you just got the data. Now, the moment data comes in, you push your data back to your sales team. Now the sales team, when they get the data, the first thing first they do, they just go and dial the call. Now assuming I receive the call, I might be on a way on the road, I might be in the meeting, I might not respond back properly to that call, I might hang up. But your telecaller has done a great job in calling me, trying to talk to me, but I hang up the call. They will call me again after 1 hour, maybe by mistake. Again, I'm in some situation I cannot take up the call, and they might go and mark me as a cold lead. But my dear friend, you never try to understand where I am. I'm in a good situation to talk to you or not. But your caller does not have, because she is given a typical task of calling, 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 calling. Right? And if you pressurize more to tell her to call again, and fearing that somebody might scold her or scold him, they will not try to do a call, or they might try to do a call after a couple of days. By the time I get the third call, there would be a gap of around 5-6 days. I might have forgotten that thing what I did. In that situation, you have already lost a lead. So in this situation, the digital marketing comes very handy to help the system. So rather than I pushing my lead to the telecaller, I will do two jobs here. One job is the data is going to be sent to my marketing guy, the digital marketing guy. He's going to take that lead and put it into a marketing automation system. What he does, he's not going to bother the guy every day by calling. But in a very subtle way, I'm trying to be in front of your great visitor every time I send them an email. It is just brand recall which is going to happen. So I am going to define my workflow. The workflow would be, the first email has to go, the moment he fills the form, I get the data comes to my automation system. Immediately, the system should be able to send them a thank you note. After 5-10 minutes or after 15 minutes, I want to send them a brochure which he inquired by being onto that landing page. Now, the moment I send the brochure is going to be downloaded by him by clicking a link. Now, there are two things are going to happen. If the prospect has opened my email, I got a signal, he has read it read my email. If the prospect has not seen my email, this is another situation. Now here I'm going to do two different tasks. Task one, if the prospect has opened my email, it means he has shown an interest into my content, he has seen my PDF. Now the customer or prospect is ready to receive my second email, third email. Now the third email which I'm going to send him is through a walkthrough video of my property. Got it? Now let's come back a step back. The PDF which I sent to another guy, the guy has not opened the email. Now for how many days I should be waiting for him to open an email? Right? I cannot keep on waiting for ages. So in that case, I will wait for, let's say I'll define my system. I will wait for 3 days for that guy to open my email. If the email is not being opened, I'm going to trigger another communication to him on his mobile number. I will send him a WhatsApp message, or I might send him a SMS. All right, these two things I can do. Super. Now the guy who has opened my PDF, I got to know from his click action that he has opened my email, and basis that I have sent him a walkthrough video. When I saw that he has seen my walkthrough video as well, then I could see now guy has looked at my PDF, guy has looked at my walkthrough video. Now this is good time for me to invite him for a site visit. So I will schedule a calendar for him to do the site visit. So if you see, I'm able to create a workflow from step A to B to C to D, and if and else condition is also being here. If a prospect has not seen my email, I will send him message through platform A, platform B, platform C. I've got many more channels available to me. So this is where we define as a workflow. So these all things are going to be managed by an automation tool. So marketing automation tool, what it does, it is going to enable the businesses to automate their task and workflow for the marketing and a sales process. All right, including prospect and customer profiling. Now these marketing automation tool, they do not only do the customer profiling. What is customer profiling? Trying to get as much as data you could get to know about your prospect. Right now in the web form, we are only getting their name, email address, mobile number, and some other details which you inquired for. But over a period of time, you can also get more data by doing more custom profile. You can send them more questionnaires or forms to fill it up gradually. And you can populate more data. The more data you've got more opportunity to manage it. Man's language. So marketing automation, it is a software which helps to automate and scale the repetitive marketing task. So what are the repetitive marketing tasks? As I said, you have to send an thank you email to every prospect who comes and sign up on a website. Then there we have to send them another PDF to the same guy after 2 days of time. You have to send the walkthrough video. So these all things are called as a repetitive task. So you should not be spending most of your important time in doing the repetitive task. So you can leave this job to a tool which can do this job very effectively and efficiently. That is where the marketing automation comes very handy to enable you or help you in doing your marketing efforts precisely. All right, I hope it is clear. So let's move on. So here is one of a video which I'm sharing with you is about live use case of a marketing automation with one of a company. Look at it. Then after that, we'll continue further to talk more about it.
If you have a rough day at work and you come home, you're probably going to take that day at work with you. Conversely, if you had a great day at work because you were confident and you knew what you were doing, everything gets better. Lessonly is online training software that is going to help your customer service or sales team do better work.
Our mission is to help people do better work so they can live better lives. I feel like email is a very important part of a marketing strategy. So when we got Autopilot, to be able to easily go in and create a really beautiful email that represents our brand, you can see all in one view who's getting the email, when it's going out, and if people have made it through the journey, which I really love.
We've gone from one tool that does a lot of things poorly to a stack now that is more tools, but they each do a better job of it, using Autopilot for all that glue in between. The idea of helping people grow and become better so that they can achieve the dreams that they want to achieve, that's what gets me out of bed every morning. That's what I get to do here. Absolute favorite thing about Autopilot has nothing to do with the technology, it has everything to do with the people.
Autopilot's brand and Autopilot's people really match up with Lessonly's brand and culture and people.
Every time we've connected with anybody from Autopilot, it has been the experience that we've always wanted from our technology providers but have rarely received.
All right. So this video, what you saw, it was about a company called Lessonly. They were using the marketing automation platform of Autopilot, which is again a very leading marketing automation tool. So how they were using to streamline their workflow, that is what they were talking about in that video. So that is how most of the companies, whether they're small company or big company, education industry or non-education industry, e-commerce, everybody is depending onto the marketing automation tools because communication is the key for your business. Right? So let's look at why this is really getting so much important. So if you look at the primary purpose of marketing automation is to deliver the right content to the right customer at the right time. So three things are very important. If you're not able to service your customer in the right time, you're gone. Your competition is going to take the market, right? So the content has to be very much relevant to your es- every audience. It should not be generic. So we are not trying to look at it's meant for everybody. It's meant for to somebody who is looking for that kind of a content. That is where we said the right content matching. Then comes the right customer, but identify the right and also at the right time. So these three things are certainly important for you to grow your business. When you do these three things all together, what is it going to do? You are going to build the trust and a great brand building platform, right? You can do the trust building and brand building. These two things you are going to achieve when you go and spend your time and an effort in making a perfect marketing automation platform which is going to deliver the right content to the right customer at the right time. Apart from that, when you go implement this, what are the benefits you get? The first thing first, you are going to save your time. Why you are going to save your time and how? I said earlier, you are going to take out yourself from doing the same repetitive task every day, doing the same repetitive workflow every time. So that is what you go and offer it to a marketing automation platform. So you save your time. When you are able to save your time, you are going to spend your time in doing a more productive work. You increase the productivity. And the third thing is, which is very important, when I said earlier, that in earlier system, when you're sending an email to everybody, the same email used to go to everybody. So it was not personalized, right? So the best idea is send the email to the user with their name. Dear Rajesh, dear Shama, whatever it is, right? So when people look at their names into the email, they feel connected. That's the beauty of this platform, right? So personalization is again the most important benefit of you using the marketing automation. Number four is the multi-channel campaign management. Remember, I give an example of real estate company. They send an email to the guy which was containing a PDF, waited for 4 days, but there was no response from the customer. The customer has not come back to them. Well, what should I do in that case? Should I wait for infinity, or should I look at alternative method of reaching to my prospect? So in those situation, when you've got a marketing automation tool with the capability of having omni-channel marketing tools available, you can send the communication to your prospect. If the prospect is not responding to you on an email, send them a WhatsApp message. If WhatsApp message is not being responded, send them a text message. If it is not being responded, you can send them a web notification. If it is also not being responded, you can push them a message on the social profile, right? So if you see, you got multifold options to touch base with your customers, with your prospect. That is the beauty of marketing automation, right? And other benefits are you're able to have a consistent tone of your voice, right? And at the end of the day, you're able to improve your ROI, because in this way you are not able to send communication every now and then or regular interval, but you're gradually you're also nurturing them. You're making them aware about your brand. You're building that trust, your brand building over a period of time. Every time I see your communication, your brand is getting imbibed into my mind. And certainly, once you're able to give them the great value from your communication, you're able to make that prospect go from a cold stage to a hot stage and then convert into a sale. And it is going to help you in your ROI. All right. I hope till now it is clear. Okay, let's move on. Now, when you are going to look at this marketing automation platforms, what all factors you should take into consideration? Right, the most important factors I have mentioned here is you should always keep these things into the mind. The first thing first, the email marketing and landing page development. So any marketing automation tool, you look at it, they all have got two important capabilities. One is you can send emails using their platform, and secondly, they also give you capability of sending or creating landing pages. Excuse me. All right. These are two important core things of any marketing automation platform. Then it is also going to do the lead management. When I say lead management, we are talking about three important things. One is lead capturing, lead scoring, and lead nurturing. So lead capturing, you already got a form which is going to be enabled by this tool or any marketing automation tool. So their script has to be imbibed onto your landing page, which is going to capture the data. Once you got the data, basis the engagement with your communication, the system is also going to give a score. People who have engaged with your most of your content, you give them +1, +1, +1. You give them scoring, and along with that, you're also going to do the lead nurturing. Okay. Now, what is lead nurturing? So, lead nurturing, it is a mechanism of you, you're sending emails, informative email to your prospects every certain interval of time, and every time you send them email, you're trying to give them some more information. By virtue of that, you're trying to bring them back closer to your business place. You're trying to make them come to the nearest closing point, to be more precise. It could be your sales, where they are going to go and do the payment for you. Apart from that, the marketing automation tool should also have the capability of integrating with your CRM system as well. If you are already having your any CRM, what is CRM? It's customer relationship management tool. It is a platform or a tool which is going to help you in managing your customer engagements, your touch points, right? So if you look at the popular CRMs are like HubSpot, you've got Salesforce, Sugar CRM, Acton. These are some of the popular CRMs which are popular. So your automation tool should also have got a capability of integrating with the your CRM systems, so that you don't have to lose your data. Along with that, the marketing automation tool should also have got the capability of creating the dynamic content with the emails, landing pages, website which could be created on the fly on demand. So generally it is being used in a account-based marketing systems. So companies which are spend time into the account-based marketing, for them it is very useful platform. So for every dedicated customer, you could have a dedicated emails, dedicated landing page, dedicated websites which you can create to satisfy to only that audience. Right? It also should have the mobile marketing systems enabled. When I say mobile marketing, I'm trying to refer to the SMS, in-app notification, maybe a WhatsApp kind of feature should be also there into that marketing automation platform. And the last is social or lead profile integration. This is something very important. Remember, when you got the data, so as I said, if you are sending an email to your prospect, email is not being responded. You have sent an SMS, it is not being responded. You try to send them a WhatsApp message, it's not being responded. So if you look at social media, it is also a platform where you are going to know on which all platforms your prospects are engaged. They're spending time, so you can push your notification, you push the message onto their respective social media platform as well, right? And in turn, it is also going to help you in doing your social media marketing, or I could say rather remarketing as well. So I will tell you how it is going to be done by using Mautic, a platform which is an open source. I will give a brief about that in a while. So till now, I hope it is clear. Let's move on. Now here, as I said earlier, so if you say I'm a startup right now, do I need to have a marketing automation platform? Do I need to invest? So for you to take a decision, I recommend go and answer these questions by yourself. Number one is, right now with the current system, are you able to identify, track, and engage individual buyers online? If you can do, it's better. If not, then certainly you need an automation tool. Number two, can you look at the list of your customers, and from there can you prioritize them on the basis of fitment or likelihood of they buy? So basically I'm trying to say, looking at your database, can you identify click that who are the hot prospect, warm prospect, and cold prospect. Right? It is again very very important for you to make a note of this. If you can get it done by using your current system, the best. If not, please look at a tool. Number three, are you filtering your leads based on the level of engagement and interest? So this is where I could say the lead scoring. Can you see which prospect, which lead has moved from stage A to stage B? How many times they are able to engage with your content? Are they giving you positive signals? Does your system have this capability of understanding the level of engagement and interest shown by the customers? If not, use a tool. Number four is, can you measure the revenue contribution coming from every single lead or every single marketing effort which you have done online? Now, whatever money you're spending into the campaigns and on social media advertisements, are you able to deduce the perfect ROI statement or not? If not, certainly you need a platform like this. It's going to help you, right? So if the answer to most of these questions is no, then you need a marketing automation tool. But now the question comes is, which one should I choose? Or what are the options available for you to make use of those marketing automation tools? So I'm going to show you certain tools where for you to look at it. All right. So these are some of the list of the, I mean, the very recent data which has been accumulated by one of our marketing research company. So I'm taking data from there. So these are some of the recent tools which are very very popular in the industry. Look at them. So one of them is Acoustic, which is a very good tool. You've got Acton. Acton was initially a CRM tool, but now they have got into the automation part as well. Autopilot. This is what we were looking at in the into the case study, video case study of the which video what we saw. Then you got HubSpot, another important tool. This is a very common name. You all would be knowing about it. Then you got Eye Contact, Keep, Infusionsoft. I will give you a bit of emphasis onto this side. Infusionsoft I've used quite a lot, and this was one of the very very popular tool, and mainly used by the small and medium enterprises, those who cannot spend money into platforms like Marketo or Iloka. They go and depend on to Infusionsoft. Amazing company, amazing tool. Then you got MailChimp, one of the most simplest email marketing platform or automation platform I have ever seen is MailChimp. But the simplicity has got a cost. That is what you have to keep in mind. Marketo, markets one of the most costliest application we could say. Then you got Mautic. Mautic is the only tool in the industry which is available in open source, and it has got all the capability what you can look at from a very premium tool. If I try to compare Marketer with Mautic, you could see Marketer is offering the same capability what Marketer is offering, but Marketer is giving you at a cost, and Mautic is coming to you at absolutely no cost. All right. Then you got Oracle's Eloqua, again very popular tool. Then Salesforce has Pardot. Then Sugar Market from Sales Fusion and Sharp Spring. So these are some of the top markets leading B2B marketing automation tool. Now I'll also give you some small insight, the popularity wise, or I could say market share wise, where do these marketing automation tools stand. This data is pretty old, but still relevant. So here you could see HubSpot is having 30% of market share. This data belongs to 2017. Then 16% belongs to Infusionsoft. Then goes to Marketo 14%. Then got Pardot. Then Tower Data, Eloka, and others. Right. So if you look at top three, is HubSpot, Infusionsoft, and Marketo. Right, as I said earlier. Now here is the entire data for you to look at. The comparison of the marketing automation platform. So here, if you look at here, the platforms, The platforms here is this. So what are the platforms? These are the platforms which you look at: acoustic, actons, so on and so forth. And on the right hand side, you could see on top is a what are different features these tools are having. So first one is a dynamic content creation. This is what I said. If you're working with the ABM, sorry, I mean dynamic content creation means you should be able to create the emails, landing pages, personalization, everything dynamically onto the system. Here is one of the feature. Then the system should also have the lead management feature. You should be able to manage your leads. Then it should also have the predictive analysis. Now this is where I am talking about the AI and ML, artificial intelligence and machine learning. So there are some really great systems who are intelligent on its own. They're able to learn from the data, from the engagement, from the engagement happening on your platform, and they are able to evolve pretty well, right? So this is going to be the futuristic thing in any automation tool you are going to look at it. Must to have thing. Then you got to see mobile marketing, where I'm going to talk about the SMS or push notification, in-app notification, and remote platform access capability. Then you got ABM, account-based marketing feature. Then you've got a social media integration and a load profiles. You've got native CRM integration, and also capability to integrate with the third-party softwares and connectivity. So basically, the system should have API capability. In this, if you look at Acoustic has all the features, Acton has got all features except for SMS or push notification. In-app notification is not there. In Autopilot, they have got everything except for the remote platform access and ABM. HubSpot has got everything, very nice. Eye Contact has got everything except the SMS notification. Keep has got all except for the SMS notification, in-app notification, remote platform access, and also social integration. These things are not there. But if you look at Marketo and Mautic, they have got the biggest range of application. In fact, if you look at here, whatever other tools are provided, it is also giving the same tools. Along with that, if you look at native CRM integration, they are having with the CW, which is ConnectWise, right? Then you've got HubSpot integration. They've got Microsoft Dynamics. PD is for your PD is the pipe drive. SS for Salesforce, SU for Sugar CRM, VT for VTiger, and Zoho. So these are the possible CRM integrations being offered by Mautic. If you see, Marketo is not giving that much of capability, right? So in that case, I could say Mautic scores much better than any other leading players in the marketing automation. But the catch is, more for you to integrate Mautic in as an automation platform, you have to invest your time, you have to invest your effort in learning this platform because it involves good amount of learning curve. Apart from that, if you look at other tools, you don't have to spend good amount of time in learning the platform. It is as good as having a plug and play mechanism, and you could be able to run your automation tool immediately. But it's equally opposite in Mautic. So you have to choose whether you want to save money and spend time on learning the platform, or you just want to spend money and make use of the platform quickly. So both options are open to you. But if you're serious about it, you want to really learn everything from the scratch by yourself, and you want to master it, I personally recommend use Mautic. All right. I hope till now it is clear to all of you guys. Okay. Super. Let's move on. Just a second. Yeah. So how to choose the right automation platform? This is again an important thing for you to look at. So I will tell you quickly what all things you have to keep in mind when you're going to select your marketing automation platform. Number one, the system should have the capability of integrating data from different sources. If you got data in on an email or in a notepad, in an Excel file, in certain databases, you should be able to integrate everything through that platform. So you should be able to consolidate all the data. Number two, the automation platform should have the capability which is needed for you. So right now, if you say you're a small business, all you need is a lead nurturing system. You don't need a push notification. Then better go and choose something which is good for you, right? So do not look at everything. Look at something which is critical for you from your automation. Because the more features you try to look at, the more costing will increase for you. Three, search the platform which fits your need and do the feature comparison. As I showed you in the previous slide, try to look at what features you are looking for and look at 2-3 options of theirs. Check the native share integration. Again, I said, if you have your own CRM system, so please see if it is having the capability of integration or not. The most important one is the after sales support. So most of the companies, they do not have the proper sales system. They might sell you and they will vanish. Then you have to figure on your own how to work with their tool. So I recommend, please do not fall into that trap. So cross check with them if the sales support is complimentary or it is a paid application, it is a paid subscription. So basis that you can also take the costing into consideration, right? Also look at if they have the training capability system within their in-house, they should be able to give you a free training as part of the program. Now, when you have decided that you have to go and buy a marketing automation platform, so try to look at 2-3 different platforms, do the comparison of the features, look at the costing, compare the costing, and then this is an important one. Go and create a account for yourself onto those platforms. Ask them to give you a demo or trial version for 15 to 20 days. You should be able to do the trial. Check the deliverability rate, check the open rate, check the check the responses, check the support system, check how easy for you to understand each and every feature what they have given onto the platform, and basis that you take a decision of deciding your vendor, right? And the last, do not forget to negotiate your rates, because there's nothing called MRP, because these guys have developed their application once and they're selling it to multiple people at one go. So certainly if you talk to the sales teams, they should be able to give you good rates rather than just going and buying it online from their application. Most of these companies, they have got their chat support system available. You can send them an email before you go and make the final purchase. I'm sure you should be able to get a good rate, good deal from the negotiations. All right. I hope it is clear to all of you guys. Any questions, please do let me know. All right. Now, as I said, I'm going to showcase you the Mautic interface. I said it is a only marketing automation tool having an open source application available. And I'm using this tool from almost like a year, and I really feel more happy, confident using this tool. I was on to Mailchimp, but free, right? But from last year, they have taken out the automation part from their free tier of subscription. Earlier, they were having the automation as well. So now I was forced to move on to an automation platform which has got good capability, and I'm really very happy with this platform. So I'll show you what all things it has got in terms of capability scoring. So this is the Mautic dashboard. Here you could see how many data I'm importing, when I've imported in terms of contacts, you could see. Along with that, I can also see the page visit. Now when you create your account onto Mautic, it is going to generate a script. That script you need to go and push it back on your website or on each and every page, so that it is able to track the visitors coming to your website. Method 2, when people are coming to your website, then the Mautic cookies are being loaded onto that PC. And by virtue of that, Mautic is able to help you in doing the remarketing as well using on certain platforms. Okay. Now you also get to see how many forms has been submitted by people on your website or on your landing page. You can get to see something on a dashboard. Now I'm taking back on a contact page. You could see the contact name, email, location. Now, if you see here, location has been populated by the system automatically. It is not coming from my form. And then there is something called stages and a point. These two things I have to configure. I haven't done it as of now. So point system is something I can give a scoring. People, how many times people are engaging with your content, and your system is automatically going to give a score to it. And once it reaches to certain number of points, it will be classified into hot, warm, and cold kind of a stage. Next, you could see last active date. When was the last time people have visited your website? So if you see, it is also a very good thing for you to make a note. If a person is coming very often to your website, it is showing interest. It's going on an idea that guy is very much interested. You can send them a personalized communication what he or she is looking at. If you go drill down further, you can get to see what all pages he or she is being visiting. So from there, you can also go and get an idea what you have to go and talk to that guy. Okay, look at it. So here is the segment part. So you can go and create a segment for each and every data, and every segment, how many leads you have got, you can go and get to see the data point here. Now I'm going to look at the certain channels. So what are the channels of communication available to me in Mautic? I can send marketing messages, emails, web notifications, text messages, mobile notifications, focus item, social Mautic. What are focus items? Focus items are nothing but the pop-ups which people put on their website. So here in Mautic, you can also go and get this free pop-up kind of thing coming on your website. You don't have to pay anything. Don't have to use any other widget or application. Then here you could see the point system, how you can configure a point system and you can manage your triggers, how the points are going to be calculated. And here is the reports. Once you have done your email marketing campaigns or automation is being running on, you can get to see the entire reporting here as well in this form. All right, super. Okay, good. So guys, I think I'm at the end of the this webinar. Now, if you feel that this is something very much interesting for you and you are very serious about using it for your business, or you want to learn this platform to enhance your skill set, so I'm already having a course onto this. This course is a mix of email marketing and marketing automation. Both I'm imbibing together, and I'm teaching this program at a cost of 12,000 rupees, 12,500, and the duration of this course is roughly 25 to 30 hours. So the beauty in this module is, apart from learning all the important things related to email marketing, I'm also going to help you in creating your Amazon SES account. Now, what is Amazon SES? Amazon SES is going to be powering my email sending capability. Now for you, if you have to go and send an email using MailChimp or MailChimp, Marketo, they all have got a tier pricing. If you have got a database of 1,000, then they are going to charge you some amount for sending X number of emails. So for me also, I'm going to use Amazon SES account. So the beauty is, using Amazon SES, you can send 65,000 emails for a year free every month, no charge at all. If you're using Amazon recommended tools, if you're using your own tool like Mautic, then for every 1,000 email what you send, you'd be spending $0.10. Trust me, there's nothing cheaper than this in the industry anywhere. Right? So that's why I recommend using Amazon SES account along with the Mautic, a perfect combination for you to set up your marketing automation. All right. So guys, if you are serious about it, you want to learn about it, just come back to me, or you can go to my website here and buy this program. And if you're looking for some sort of discount or something, give me a call. All right. Now I'm over, almost over. So if you got any questions and queries you want to ask me, you can certainly ask me here. And below are the mentioned my credentials. You can use it to communicate to me on an email, or you can give me a call onto this number. I should be able to help you, assist you. All right. Great. So thank you very much for being here with me for today. And I will be seeing you next time with a new topic. All right. So be healthy, keep learning, keep growing. Bye bye.